Hello, welcome on in. Third down and 10. Watching the non-Seattle game right now. Hello, Fire Goddess. You're doing well. Okay, just hanging in there. How you doing? Yeah, I got a little bit of coffee. Yeah, just a little bit. What happened here? How you doing? Next score wins the game. The screen. Second and 7. You're good. That's good. I don't even know if I have it in me today. Thanks for the hearts. Thanks. 11-2 in one score games, tied most wins in NFL history. 24 Chiefs. 2022 Vikings. A 30-30 ball game. 6:09 left in the Bo Nix in the shotgun. At the 47-yard line. Back to throw. Throws it up. And that's going to be a penalty. On who? Just watching the Bills game, the 49ers game. I mean, the Bills game right now. Tackles him at the 40. What time's the other game? I don't even know. We're just watching Onyx and the pistol. Here we go. Play action pass. Gotta throw it deep. And dropped. And penalty. Ball game. That's ball game. Oh, miss. Nope. Going to the next round. That's Denver. Oh boy. Buffalo's got to do something better next year. Don't know what. Get ready for this game at least. And here we go. Just getting started. What to do? Don't know what to say. Just hanging out. Don't even know if I have passion. Here, coming up on the 49ers and the Seahawks. Let me put the scoreboard on, and here we go. Well, we're just waiting for the game, guys. Just hanging out. Hope everybody's doing well. Um, Trying to get into it. Um, Not feeling very well today. Just dealing with a lot. A lot of self-doubt today. Just, I don't know. Hope everybody else is doing well today. I'm kind of quiet. Don't really have a lot to say. Just trying to get my mind set right. Hoping that I can, hoping I can get it right. You know, just I don't know if I have a lot going. Sorry. Got a Disney commercial. We're hanging out. Oh, here we are again on my own. You guys like what I'm doing? Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe. Love you. Love you too. All right, we are in Seattle, Washington for this game. Lumen Field, 49ers versus Seahawks. The Buffalo Bills took on the Denver Broncos earlier on, and fortunately for Buffalo, they are out of the playoffs after a 33-30 victory. I am your host, Trenton Hill, and you might be watching Hill Time Sports, where we do football content. Try to. Shanahan, we all know how big the 12th man is for Seattle. They've been a big part of this team for as long as I can remember. 12th man being the fans gets really loud in Lumen Field. It used to be CenturyLink, I believe. And who's receiving first? I have no idea. It's 5:21 in the afternoon where I'm at. And we're going to make it through this game. The starting lineups for both teams. Let's see. We have Sam Darnold as your quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks. Brock Purdy, the quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers. We're just waiting for kickoff to present itself, and I started way too early. Kenneth Walker III is your running back for the Seattle Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba, Cooper Kupp, Rashid Shaheed, A.J. Barner, Robbie Alst, Charles Cross, Gray Zabel, Jalen Sundle, Anthony Bradford, and 49ers are kicking off first to start the game. Abraham Lucas is your right tackle for the Seahawks. Kicks away. Picked up at the 5 to the 20. 25, 30. Breaks a tackle. Gets to the 50. Has one man to beat. 40, 30, 20, 5, 10, 5. Touchdown, but there's a flag on the play. There's a flag on the play, and it looks like going to come back after that one, unless they call a tripping penalty on the 49ers, Morstead or Santos, who tried to trip Shaheed. But that was a big, big return by Shaheed. And already we got some fireworks. It'll be a 95-yard return if this play holds. Flag on the field. John Hussey, our referee. It's a touchdown. And the Seattle Seahawks strike first after a 95-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Already getting the fireworks going. Hello. And already getting the fireworks going as we go along for this game. And good. Hello. Just checking my mic levels. Let's change the score. About to be a 7-0 ball game, barring the extra point. All right. Myers, the kick. Good snap, good hold, and pushed a little to the right, but that's going to be a 7-0 ball game. Your Seattle Seahawks take the lead. Ah! Can you hear me? Is everybody hearing me? No? Yes? How we looking? Can you hear? Let me check my audio for anything. Definitely need the crowd noise. Oh. Hello. Just gonna fix my audio on the fly. And Rashid Shaheed, only player in NFL with kickoff and punt return touchdowns. Audio sounds good. Am I sounding like I'm lisping? Oh, okay. Myers is going to get the kick away from the 35-yard line. It's a squib kick, but it's going to be a flag for not hitting the landing zone. Just off kilter for that. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Sounds good, actually. Okay, so we're here. The ball was coming forward. That was DeMarcus Lawrence getting in on a nice hit on Purdy. The offensive line just couldn't hold. Purdy, shotgun. McCaffrey, the running back. Not McCaffrey. Back to throw. Has Jennings. Catches. Bobbles and goes out of bounds after a 3-yard gain. Jennings bobbled the throw, but was able to maintain possession, but only gets a 3-yard gain. Trent Williams, Spencer Burford, Jake Brendel, Christian McCaffrey, Kyle Juszczyk, Juwan Jennings, Ricky Pearsall, Luke Farrell. Your starting lineup. Purdy. The shotgun. McCaffrey, the backfield. Motions out. Back to throw. Fades. Rolls to his right. Has a man. That is Farrell for a first down. Purdy hitting his stride. That's Hodges. That's Hodges. My bad. Rolled to his right and got up to about the 47-yard line. As we know, George Kittle is injured. Out of the game. Single back formation. Kittle. Gets the handoff. Cuts it up the middle. Gets up to about the 47 for a first down. I mean, not for a first down. For a 7-yard gain. Marcus Lawrence. Leonard Williams. Ernest Jones. Drake Thomas. Woso. Witherspoon, Kobe Bryant, Julian Love, Josh Joby, and Nick Ebenwari are your starting defenders for the Seattle Seahawks. The number 1 overall seed versus the 49ers. Single back formation. Robinson Jr. takes the pitch. Off tackle. Gets smothered by some Seahawks for close to a first down, about 2 yards. $12:36 left in the first quarter. McCaffrey in the backfield. Purdy, the man behind center. Jumbo set. Jennings in motion. Hand off to McCaffrey. Gets smothered by number 91 of the Seattle Seahawks, and that will be a 4th down and about 2. 4th down and 1, they're going to call it. And that might just bring up the punting unit. And number 74, Burford, just got turned around, missed a block, tried to hold, but was nothing doing. They're going to go for it. At least it looks like it. 4th down and 1. Purdy, the shotgun. McCaffrey, outside. Back to throw. No pressure. Clean pocket. Jennings. Hold on. They're saying... I think they're calling a timeout. That is a timeout by the Seattle Seahawks just in time. Because Jennings was about to get a first down. Number 1 scoring defense, the Seattle Seahawks, first time since 2015. 17.2 points per game allowed. 3.7 yards allowed per attempt. And now we got a 4th down and 1. Purdy in the huddle, calling plays. What is Shanahan going to call this time? Is he going to call a run play or a pass? He's been known to do both. Single back formation. Purdy, the man behind center. McCaffrey, the lone man in the backfield. Juszczyk motions back. Hand off to Juszczyk. Pitch, fumbled, out of bounds, and that's going to be a stop by the Seattle Seahawks defense, and they will take over at about the 44-yard line of their own territory. Unfortunately, the San Francisco 49ers just didn't have the play call to do that. Juszczyk tried to pitch it to McCaffrey, but nothing doing. And now we're on a commercial break. I don't have any sponsors because I just don't have them. But I do have a guitar. Play some guitar. Brought to you by Charlie the dog. He will bark. He will gruff. He will do whatever he wants until he gets what he wants. If he wants attention, he will bark. If he wants to go outside, he will bark. If he wants food, he will bark. If he wants a blanket to be over him, which he sleeps with, he will bark incessantly. We're 7-0 ball game after a Rashid Shaheed kick return for a touchdown. The 49ers tried to go for it on fourth down and failed. Got brought back after a fumble by Juszczyk that went out of bounds. We will see just how the Seattle Seahawks respond. And now, I don't know. But here we go. Talking about NASCAR and things like that, and I am over here. Let's see, did they snap the ball? They called a timeout. Yeah, they called a timeout. They actually got that in time. Darnold, the man behind center. Changing the play up the line. Hands off to Walker. Gets brought down, and that will be a 3-yard gain. 2nd down and 7 at about the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Darnold throws to Walker. Breaks it a little bit outside, then cuts back in. That will be Seattle Seahawks first down. 10:46 left in the quarter. Darnold hurrying his men to the line. Calling the play. Now in the shotgun. Walker in the backfield. Back to throw. Darnold. Nearly picked off by number 2 of the 49ers. I think that would be Stout. Darnold to the line. 2-back set. Pitch. That's Charbonnet. Breaks it outside, gets a block, gets upfield, and that will be another Seattle Seahawks first down. Charbonnet just took it and ran with it outside, got a good block from the fullback, and And now, they are in opponent's territory. Saubert, a good block. Number 40 of the Seahawks, also a good block. $9:52 left in the game, or quarter. It's an I formation. Darnold behind center. Handoff. Charbonnet cuts it upfield. Trips up. That's going to be a 4-yard gain up to about the 45 of the 49ers territory. Just tripped over his own feet, unfortunately. Shotgun. Darnold. Walker, the backfield. Back to throw. Has a man. That's Cooper Kupp. Close to a first down and shoved out of bounds. That is number 6 of the 49ers making the tackle. That would be... who's number 6? Is that a corner? Arno Green. Number 36. Darnold calling plays in the huddle. That is Malik Mustafa on the tackle. It's going to be a tush push. It looks like a fullback. A tight end. And gets up the field, and they're going to call it a first down for Seattle again. Seattle is really moving the ball well on this first drive. Good evening. Thanks, Sinbin, for the good stream. I appreciate it. Well, early on, I've been tired. Like and subscribe. Thank you. I forget about that. A gang of Seattle Seahawks against a gang of 49ers. We have a shotgun formation. Darnold in the backfield. Walker. JSN in motion. That's a handoff. They're going to call a false start on the offense. Some dancing shoe. Put your dancing shoes on and move the trailers back because that was a false start by Seattle. That'll set them back to a 1st and 15 with 7:30 left in the first. Walker in the backfield. Darnold behind center. It's a handoff to Walker. Gets a block. Shoves his shoulder, and that is Green on the tackle. And that'll be a pickup of about 5 for the men in blue. Just lowered his shoulder, tripped up a little bit. They got the yards back that they needed. It's a 2nd down and 10. Darnold calling the play in the huddle. Steps up to the line. Weak side formation. Kupp, the man in motion. Play action pass. Darnold rolls to his right, throws the ball. Kupp gets tossed out of bounds by number 36 of the 49ers, close to a 1st down. Darnold just flings it in there. He's got all the arm talent in the world. Is known to throw a few interceptions, but a great throw right on the money. A nice tackle, nice touchdown saving tackle by 36 of Snell. Is that Snell? I don't know. Darnold, the shotgun. Charbonnet in the backfield. It's a handoff. And he is blown up behind the line by number 53 of the San Francisco 49ers. I think that is, it would be not Luke Gifford. Let's see. That will be D. Winters on the stop. Him and number 2. Lenore, the man on the stop, and that'll bring up a 4th and 5. Jason Myers for the kick to make it a 10-0 ball game. On the middle of the field. Sets his feet. Getting ready. Good snap. Good hold. And pushes it through. That's a 10-0 ball game for Seattle. Feel a little good. I feel a little bit better today. Need some water in a bit. 5:06 left. It's a 10-0 ball game after a long kickoff return from Shahid, a 95-yard score. A fumble by the 49ers and a kick by Jason Myers. Actually, no, I'm just having fun. I don't have a dog in the fight. If I were to say, I mean, economy-wise, maybe San Francisco, but, like, for the people that show up to my streams, Seattle, I have a lot more Seattle fans than I do 49er fans, so I'd probably root for them more so than the 49ers. But these are good reps for the stream, you know, getting better, finding my voice a little bit every time. Are you rooting for anybody, or are you done with football for the rest of the year? I'm just having fun today. I didn't really want to stream. This week's been very challenging. I had yeah, just a good game. That's all that matters. I've been questioning whether I'm capable of doing this channel. Job-wise, things have been kind of shaky. I haven't been giving my all in a lot of things, so just feeling down and out this week and stressed. So, trying to make it through. We're back at Lumen Field. Myers is going to kick the ball away. Gets set. Kicks up. This time he makes it into the landing zone. Caught at the 7. To the 20 and breaks it down to the 27 just. And there's some hugging and tugging going on in the pile. 49ers and Seahawks are bitter rivals. Yeah, it does make me happy. I just gotta get it going. Just gotta get into the game. McCaffrey and Juszczyk in the backfield. Shotgun formation. Purdy, quarterback. And some motion from the tight end. Juszczyk motions out wide. It's a handoff. Breaks it upfield and gets about 3 yards. Seattle Seahawks are known for their stout defense, 3.7 yards per carry. Purdy, the man in the backfield on the shot. McCaffrey motions a little bit out wide. Motions back. Back to throw. Has a man in front of him, and that will be Hodges, who fumbles the ball, and that is picked up by the Seattle Seahawks. That is number 20, that is, who is that? He lost the football, and it's picked up by Love of the Seattle Seahawks. And they will take over with 4:13 left in the first quarter. And if you're Seattle, you're happy with what's happening right now. As for Hodges, you're kicking yourself in the pants for dropping the ball into the turf. Jones was the man who stripped him. He's known as one of the better safeties on this, linebackers on this Seattle team, and perhaps in the NFL. Now, we have another commercial break. Not sponsored by anything. But if you guys like what I'm doing and like how I'm doing it as an old radio broadcaster, don't forget to like and subscribe. I would really appreciate what you're... really appreciate that. I could use a lift me up a little bit. And remember, we're at 198 subscribers, just 2 more to the big 200, and I've been working really hard on this channel for a while, almost a year. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down, but I've been doing it for almost a year, and I'm grateful that I am. Should go get some water. You're back to the game. Hodges, after the Hodges fumble. Seattle takes over. Close to about the 35, 45? Close to the 40, the 42-yard line. Darnold, behind center. Walker, man in the backfield. It's a play-action pass. Got a free rusher. Darnold flush to his right. Gets sacked. It's going to hit his head. And he went down like a sack of potatoes. That is Mustafa with the big sack to help. We all know Darnold has been injured lately. And he's hurting right now. Behind him is Drew Lock if he can't go. Walker wasn't able to pick up the blitz, and he just went down, clutching his right leg. JSN in the backfield, shotgun formation. Darnold. Back to throw again. He's going to throw it up, and that is caught by Cup, and that is going to be another Seattle Seahawks first down. Close to about the 30-yard line. Darnold really set his feet on that throw. That caught. JSN ran a nice little hitch route from the backfield, and Green was caught looking. 2:58 left in the quarter. Darnold in the backfield, shotgun. JSN in motion. Gonna snap the ball. Has a free blitzer, and that is gonna be thrown to nobody. Maybe an intentional grounding. Are they gonna call that? No, they're not. 2nd and 10. 2:45 left in the first. And you would hate to squander this opportunity to go up 17-0 if you're Seattle. Robert Saleh does a good job protecting his linebackers. Now Darnold in the backfield, in the shotgun. Walker, the man beside him. Back to throw. Has a little bit of pressure, steps up in the pocket, throws the ball, and tackled is Shaheed, and they're going to call a penalty on. I think that is... They are going to throw a penalty marker, and we're going to find out what the call is. It looks like a pass interference on Marcus Sigley. Just tripped up Shaheed, and he goes up and is looking for a flag. And you hate to see that if you're Sigley. That's going to be a first down. Darnold, the man behind center. Walker behind him. Fullback motions to the backfield. It's a handoff to Walker. Gets a good block. And is going to pick up about 6 yards. Just shoved his way to the stop by Kendricks with the 49ers. Some personnel changes. 2:22 left. The defense of Seattle is getting a nice little rest here. Haven't been on the field long. Darnold behind center. Sabat, man in motion. Walker to the running back. It's a play-action pass. Rolls, fades, throws. That is caught by JSN for a touchdown. It was a tight window, but JSN and Darnold have made that connection over and over. And that's going to be a 16-0 ball game, perhaps 17, barring the extra point. One knee down, that's a catch. The sure-handed JSN for the touchdown. 16 or 17-0 ball game with 1 minute and 50 seconds left. Fires to kick. Snap, the hold, the kick is good. A little bit to the right, but it still makes it through. And 17-0. Darnold faded back, let it rip, has the arm strength. JSN with a good catch. I'm going to go get some more. 17-0 ball game. 1:50 left in the first. Myers is going to kick it off. It kicks away to the right side. In the end zone and a touchback. 49ers take over at the 35. Purdy behind center. McCaffrey in the backfield. Use check. Motions. Up to the line. Motions to the backfield. Play action pass. Gonna throw it to McCaffrey. Breaks up the field. And dives for a first down. That is McCaffrey with the catch. And something going for the who is it out for the 49ers? We have Ben Barch, Kittle, Trent Taylor, Brandon Ayuk, Jacob Cowing, Isaac Guerrero, Curtis Rourke, Nick Bosa, Kevin Givens, Sebastian Valdez, Micah Williams, Nick Martin, Bethune, Fred Warner. All right, McCaffrey, the handoff. That is going to be a gain of about 1. Trey Tomlinson, Jair Brown, and Jacob Robinson all out for the 49ers. And for the Seahawks, Jalen Milroe is not playing. He's a healthy scratch. George Holani, Cody White, Torrey Horton, Elijah Arroyo, Josh Jones, Mason Richmond, Bryce Cabeldu, Purdy in the backfield, Hodges in motion. Shotgun. Back to throw, a blitz. That's McCaffrey on the catch, and that's going to be a gain of about 4. Kobe White, George Holani, Torrey Horton, I already said those. AJ Finley, Chaz Surratt, Jared Ivey, Riley Millis. So most everybody, it looks like a lot of people are out for the 49ers. And the Seattle Seahawks have a few players that are on IR, but nothing too serious. Hi, buddy. Hi, my char. And we got another timeout. End of the first quarter, 4 from Lumen Field. We got Charlie. Hi, Charlie. And we're just waiting for the clock to start again. Jack in the Box commercial. If they advance to the NFC Championship, Warner would be back. Well, would be able to come back. But everyone else is completely done. I don't even think Kittle will be back until next season late. It's an admirable team. I really have a lot of respect for the 49ers. Just because just with how many injuries, if they were healthy, they would be even better off. I think with what they've had, they've been a really good team. especially with what they've had to work with. Still have time. Yeah, so that's what I think. I really think the 49ers team would have been a lot better off. But we are back in Seattle. Well, technically I'm in California and they're in Seattle, but we're back to Lumen Field. 8:50, the time of possession to 6:10. Ball plays to 15, 48 yards, 47 yards to 68. And now, a 3rd and 5. Purdy, the backfield. Shotgun. Caffrey, the man in motion. Motions back. Changes the play. The snap. Back to throw. Got some pressure. Rolls out. Throws it up. And that is Hodges with the catch. Purdy was hit on the play. I really think McCaffrey deserves a lot of credit. Sorry, I had to go clean up dog pee. My dog Charlie's a senior dog, so he has a lot of accidents. Yeah, he should definitely be. I wish. It would have been nice to be calling Eagles games, but this is good practice, I guess, for the next season. But I do agree, CMC should be MVP because he was the most valuable player of any team. Without him, the Niners are cooked. But yeah, they're gonna give it to Stafford. I think the Eagles would be, if the Packers won, they would have been playing Seattle, and Eagles would be playing the Rams, I believe. They would have been playing the Rams. It's unfortunate that they don't even give it to, like, the best player. They just give it to the best quarterback. I remember when they gave it to Adrian Peterson. I think it was the last time they gave it to a running back. That would have been an interesting game. A lot of history there. All right. McCaffrey, the man in the backfield. Motions out, shotgun for Purdy. Gonna motion back is McCaffrey. Pistol formation. Back to throw. Has time. Throws it up. That is over the head of Juwan Jennings, and he is hit hard. Incomplete. Just overshoots his man by a few inches. Maybe a few feet. It was a nice blitz pickup by McCaffrey. Shovels out. Just overthrows his man. Purdy, 7 of 9, 55 yards to 2nd and 10. 12:48 left in the second. Trying to claw their way back into this game. It's been all Seattle. Purdy, back to throw. Throws it over the head of McCaffrey and out of bounds. Gonna bring up 3rd and 10. And the Seattle defensive line is starting to pin their ears back. Purdy, the shotgun, McCaffrey. Purdy, back to throw. Has some time. Moves to his right, throws it. That's McCaffrey. Doesn't break a tackle, gets brought down on a 3rd and 10 for a gain of 7. Yeah, I think so. Eagles just didn't have it, to be honest. They didn't have it this year, and you could tell early on they weren't going to be that good, especially offensively. Defensively, I thought they were really good. All right, Pinero, man to kick to make it a 17-3 ball game. It is up. It is good right down the chute. 17-3 ball game in the second quarter. I should probably change that. Always forget that. Stupid thing. That minor detail that's very important. Rams at Seahawks would have been interesting. Eagles at Bears, definitely an interesting game. I just don't think the Eagles didn't have enough juice this year. Supposedly A.J. Brown wanted to be traded as well, but I hope not. I like A.J. Brown. Between you and me, I think it's an offensive coordinator, but it's also Jalen Hurts not able to overcome pedestrian play calling. That is, yeah, if San Francisco gets a stop here, I think they have a chance to get back into this game. Otherwise, it's going to be a blowout. Just with how quick the Seahawks were scoring. Sorry. Like how he has no plan. No, he's not. I would not. I would actually. If it was between A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts, I would choose A.J. Brown. I think A.J. Brown is a very good player. I think Jalen has his skill set. And in a good offense, he can make things happen. But I don't know if he can elevate his play in pedestrian play callers. He doesn't make enough moves. Shaheed has a room, and that's up to the 35. The single back formation. Darnold behind center. Charbonnet, the man in the backfield, is going to get the handoff. Gets a little crease to get back to to about the line of scrimmage. It's going to give him a second down and about 9. Probably stop playing guitar. Back in the game. All right, here we go. Shotgun formation. Darnold, the quarterback, second down and 8. Walker, the man in the backfield. Shaheed in motion. Back to throw. Throws a screen pass. That is Walker. Gets up the field. And a gain of about 6. A third down and about 2. With 10:53 left in the quarter. Third and 2, 10:42 left in the second quarter, in a 17-3 ball game. Darnold, the man behind center. Charbonnet in the backfield. Shaheed in motion. Top of your screen. Play action pass. That's time. Launches the ball. Gets upfield, and that is no one to be found. That's going to be a 4th down and 2. The pass intended for Shaheed. And that would be Stout on the coverage. Number 20. Hunter for Seattle. He's going to kick it away from about the 45-yard line. That's Dixon. Kicks away to the right-hand side. Fair catch called for. Ball goes out of bounds at the 3-yard line, and a great punt by Dixon. Brock Purdy is going to have get the whole field like John Elway to get a touchdown on this drive. One of the premier backs, Gaffrey. And we got another commercial. Kind of chilling today. All right. Coming back pretty soon, I think. Yeah, no plans to get him down. Probably try to get comfortable down there. Play Kubiak, Clink Kubiak. Offensive coordinator for the 49ers, defensive coordinator for the Seahawks. Purdy, handoff. McCaffrey gets upfield, gets about 7 yards. Tackled by, oh no. Gets 7 yards before he's stopped. McCaffrey getting the play in the huddle. Purdy, the backfield, behind center. Handoff to McCaffrey, gets just enough for a 49ers first down. 1st and 10. Charged his way upfield, and he's been the MVP in my opinion. So the first 3 possessions, turnover on downs, a fumble, and a field goal. McCaffrey comes off the field. In comes Robinson Jr. Purdy behind center. Robinson Jr., the motion man. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Plants his foot. Hits his man Hodges. Gets up to the 30. Another San Francisco 49ers first down. I shut my door. Shut my door. All right. Kind of a broken chair. Hodges gets up the field after Purdy sets his feet and delivers an absolute dart. That's Tongas. My bad. Play action pass. Throws the ball. That is Tongas again for another 49ers first down up to the 48. Purdy delivered an absolute laser over the top of a defender. That was Jones barely missing his fingertips getting on the ball. Purdy, a handoff. McCaffrey gets 1 yard. Swarm of Seahawks right on his tail. It's been a very high-scoring game for one side and a very low-scoring game for the other side. 49ers trying to claw their way back, try and make it a 10-17 ball game. 2nd and 8. Purdy, the shotgun. McCaffrey, the man in the backfield. Motions. Back to throw. Has time. Throws it to McCaffrey. And steps out of bounds after another 49ers first down. And that's a dink and dunk for a big chunk. Moving down the field. Forced out of bounds around the 40, not sure. I'm actually not sure where they forced about. Around the 40, we'll call it. And what the pass catcher like McCaffrey It's very easy to lose him. Around the 42, timeout, San Francisco. 6:03 left in the second. One timeout remaining for the Niners. And a 17-3 ball game. We got a commercial break. Broncos. No way. This just in. Bo Nix is out for the season. Jarrett Stidham is going to start next week. That is crazy. Yeah, he's out for the season. Oh my god. Does that mean Patriots are probably going to make it? Who to go for? That sucks. Oh boy. Well, there's no one I really want to win the Super Bowl now. I don't know. There's no one to really root for unless you're a Bears fan. Go Texans. For the AFC, if the Broncos win, I'm still going for the Broncos. But Jarrett Stidham? I mean, there's Seattle. I know you're not going to go for the Bears, Sinbin. I know that. All right. Purdy, the shotgun. McCaffrey. Split out wide. It's a handoff. A flea flicker. Purdy back to number 5. That's Robinson for a 2-yard gain. .544 left. Rounds for Devontae Adams would be good. Seattle would be good for the fans that I have in here. I know I have some Bears fans. AFC side, I'm still going for the Broncos. And it's a handoff to McCaffrey. Man, if that was the case, should have just let the Bills take it. Didn't Nix play the whole game? He played the whole game, right? Purdy, the shotgun. McCaffrey, the man to the left. Back to throw. Has time. Tosses one. That one's caught. A diving catch by Ricky Pearsall. And last week he was injured. Along with Trent Williams, they're both back into the fray with 4:26 left in the quarter. A nice catch. Ooh, that one looked like it rolled about. They're going to call it a catch, but it rolled around a little bit. Devontae Adams would be a nice. Stafford would be a nice one. Yeah, I don't know. It might have been at the end of the game. Let me look it up. They're going to call it not a catch. It's going to be 4th down and 6. And Pinheiro is going to try and make it a 17-6 ball game. It was the second to last play of overtime that he was hurt. That is a hard kick. Is up. The kick is booming from 59 or 56. No wind. And that's going to be a 17-6 ball game, cutting the lead just a little bit more. The second to last play. Yeah. If that's the case, it would have been better for Buffalo to win. Allen just didn't play well enough. Dang it, man. Well, there's no... I honestly don't like the Texans at all. It sounds silly because they're not even a division rival, but I don't like the Texans. And it might be because my brother is a Titans fan. That might be the only reason why I just... And plus, they're such a boring-looking team. The Titans look like a boring team. Their uniforms are boring. Their uniforms are boring. Their logo's boring. Just everything about them looks boring. In Madden, I usually move them. I take them over and move them. That was my thing. But you know, you never know. Stidham could lead them to a Super Bowl. You never know. A 17-6 ball game. Pinero's gonna kick off. Kicks away. Line drive out of bounds, and that will be to the 20-yard line. Yeah, that's true. I definitely don't want the Patriots in. And you're definitely not rooting... I know you're definitely not rooting for the Bears. Texans would be interesting. Darnold behind center. Pitch. Kenneth Walker outside. Gets tackled down by number 91 of the 49ers. I understand. Never the Bears, never the Vikings. Handoff. Kenneth Walker is going to break a tackle, get swamped, and that is Seagley with the tackle. Close to a first down. 3rd down and about 2. Yeah, I understand that. I don't know if I would ever root for the Cowboys. Or the Giants. Or the Commanders. Probably not. Third and 1. 3:13. Darnold, the man behind center, 2-back set. Pitch play to the right. Off tackle. Breaks the tackle, but gets stuffed for no gain, but we got a flag on the play. Oh, we got a man down. The man down is Charbonnet. After getting absolutely crunched by a bunch of 49ers players. Ooh, that looks like a knee. You know how bad it is when you're playing on turf. Holding on the offense. Yeah, probably not. It was a holding on number 19 of the Seahawks. And a helmet-to-helmet contact. Ooh, just roughed his knee up. Yeah. His knee is... He's probably out for the season, Charbonnet. But yeah, I wouldn't probably root for Dallas. I mean, my friend's a Dallas Cowboys fan, so I don't, hate Dallas, to be honest. I just hate to hear Dallas cheer. It'd be annoying for a year. Their fans are obnoxious. Man, this playoffs turned into a bummer if that's the case. And Bo Nix made a lot of really good throws today, too. Dang it. Seattle, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind Seattle. I wouldn't mind San Francisco. Yeah, Charbonnet got caught in the turf and probably tore up his knee. So he's probably going to be out for the season. I hate turf fields. They need to get rid of turf. I think they need to outlaw turf. They definitely need to outlaw turf. It's such a terrible idea. I don't know why you would want turf on your field. Grass would be the best. Well, Charbonnet's walking to the blue medical tent at least, so that's good. He got hit in the head. It's basically just plastic. It's like a plastic it's like carpet, but plastic. Like, I would feel like, yeah, artificial turf, yeah, definitely needs to go. Single back formation. It's a play action pass. Shaheed, an end around, has some room, gets some blocks, gets up to about the 35 of the San Francisco 49ers. A big gain by Shaheed, and he is having himself a ball game. But he thought it was a play action pass. The safeties went back to cover, but just got destroyed on that. Artificial turf, yeah, it needs to go. I think it's bad for the game. It's bad for the players. It's bad for the environment. At least I think so. I think artificial turf is terrible for the environment. Just a big hunk of plastic. Softer than AstroTurf, but it still grabs the cleats. AstroTurf was what they played with in the vet, I believe, right? Like, basically they would put concrete under. It would be like a freaking big hunk of plastic on top of it. Just disgusting looking. Moldy. It could get moldy and all that. I know, Ender. I saw broken ankle on the second to last play of the game. It's unfortunate. Now we got Jared Stidham, and dang it, dude. Are we really going to see a Patriots Super Bowl? Or I hope we don't. I hope we don't see a Patriots Super Bowl. Yeah, that's the problem with, not to get too political, that's the problem with people with money. Sometimes. There's some owners that will pay to have good turf, but some of them are just about the bottom line. And I bet you if they got the playing surfaces to where it's like nice, it would be just a drop in the bucket of how much they make in revenue. But no, they won't. It's unfortunate. That's where the commissioner and the Players Association guy. Oh. Isn't the vet was also where Michael Irvin got like temporarily paralyzed and had to end his career, I think. Single back formation. Big tight end. Darnold changing the play at the line. Walker, the man in the backfield. Back to throw. Darnold rolls out to his right. Gets absolutely popped as the fullback, and boom. Wendell Davis. A lot of people had trouble playing at the vet. There's a lot of it. I know the body bag game was at the vet. The Michael Irvin getting his face crushed into the carpet. Totally ridiculous. Darnold, the shotgun. JSN, the man in motion, to the backfield. Back to throw. Has some time. Launches the ball just out of reach of Shaheed. It's going to be 3rd down and 10. Can't believe Bo Nix got hurt. Sucks. Second to last play. '49ers have 103 pass yards to 42 from Seattle. Darnold, the lone man in the backfield. Back to throw. Pressured. Has a man. That is number 19 of Seattle with the catch and another Seattle Seahawks. 1st down. Both knees at the same time and the same catch attempt. Let me look. I need to see that play. It's probably graphic. Wendell. Oh, hurrying to the line. 131 yards total each. Walker, the man in the backfield. Darnold behind center. It's a handoff. Walker has some room. Goes, cuts inside. That's another 1st down for Seattle. Or close to it. Ooh, both patellar tendons. Got stuck in the AstroTurf at Veterans Stadium. Oh, shoot. Okay. Walker, the lone back, gets the handoff. Up the middle. 1st down. Oh, shoot. He tried to jump for that. And he just got caught in there. Oh, that's gross. That poor man. We got a commercial break. I do not, if you're squeamish, do not look at that play. 1st down and goal. Oh. That's terrible. Yeah, I hope they banned AstroTurf. They gotta ban artificial turf. Here comes Darnold, an injured oblique. 36 seconds left in the half. All at the 10-yard line. Calling the play. Darnold. Behind center. Walker, the man in the backfield. He's going to end it off. Walker gets to the outside and trucks his way for another Seattle Seahawks touchdown. And they are going to perhaps go into halftime with the 24-6 ball game. Oh, no, you're good. I'm not squeamish to that. It just did not look like... It did not look good. We might be heading into the half in a 24-6 blowout. I think the worst injury I've seen was probably Alex Smith's. Jacoby Myers. Gotta kick it. And the kick is good. That's a 24-6 ball game. 31 seconds left in the quarter. And 49ers fans are looking down and out and wish they were somewhere else right now. So I was looking at the play and he couldn't even, he tried to jump and it like, the force was so bad that it like broke his knees. It like tore up his knees. Was he that was a career-ending injury, right? I'm pretty sure. That sucks. Played 4 years. Yeah, that was career-ending. of his knees. Doctors later found his kneecaps had been pushed all the way into his thighs. Spent several months in a wheelchair. I wasn't alive for that play, but my mom said it was, that's Robinson Jr. with the up to the 30. My mom said that was like one of the worst things she's seen. Davis became the wide receivers coach. Alto, a good receiver. Yeah, he was just starting to break out. Just starting to break out in 91. While planting his feet with his legs encased and cast from thigh to ankle. After spending the entire 1994 season rehab, he attempted a comeback with the Indianapolis Colts in 1995, but not appear in a game. Dang. That's... And they didn't even learn from that. The AstroTurf stayed until 2001 or 2002. Like, McCaffrey's hurt. That's not good. Purdy, the shotgun. Back to throw. Gonna step up, run, go, and gets brought down and going to run the clock down. I think a timeout from San Francisco. I really just find it ridiculous. It's 2025 and you're still playing on turf. At least they've gotten rid of the baseball fields. You know? 13 seconds in a 24-6 ball game in the first half. They're trying to massage McCaffrey, who's on the sideline. He's hurting pretty bad. You can tell by his face. Purdy, the lone man. Gonna need to get this one out of bounds or heave it to the end zone. That's a timeout by Seattle. Wasn't there a Packers player that got injured really bad, like in the 90s, 80s? I forgot who. Was it against the Bears? I know McMahon got injured getting slammed to the ground. Oh yeah, multi-purpose stadiums, just awful. I can't believe it was just recently that they did that. That they got rid of that. The shotgun formation, empty set. Purdy, man in the backfield. Gotta set, move around, gotta throw it. And that one's nearly picked off. He caught it. I think that's Emin Wari who caught it, but caught it out of bounds. I remember Miami used to play in a multi-purpose stadium. The Raiders played in a multi-stadium. A bunch of teams back then. I think the Giants played in the Polo Grounds. It's a 2nd and 10 with 7 seconds left in the first half. An umbrella formation. Back to throw is Purdy. Gonna step up, launch the ball as far as he can. And that is nearly caught, nearly intercepted, and that will fall to the turf. Witherspoon on the coverage, and we are going to halftime. Just like that, we got a 24-6 ball game. Trying to call it as best as I can. It's all Seattle. Looking to move on to the NFC Championship for the first time since 2014 or 2015. Oh boy. Let's see. Veterans Stadium. How bad was Veterans Stadium? That known for its awful, dangerous, artificial turf. The worst in the NFL. Poor sight lines, crumbling infrastructure, and infamous fan behavior, tending to frequent player injuries and general dissatisfaction. The AstroTurf was infamous for being hard, slippery, uneven, and dangerous, with players stepping into base cutouts, causing many knee and ankle injuries. A cookie-cutter multi-purpose stadium, it had poor sight lines, especially for baseball, and issues like low seats that were obstructed when players stood. Poor conditions. The stadium suffered from structural problems, bad ventilation, making it extremely hot or freezing, and a general state of despair by the end of its life. Known for its rowdy, intimidating fan base, the stadium created a knife fight in a dark alley atmosphere, giving the Eagles a psychological edge when making opponents dread playing there. A higher rate of glioblastoma, brain cancer, among Phillies players who played there raised concerns about the turf, though no definitive link was established. Wow. Veterans Stadium. Back in the day, during a heated game against the 49ers, one fan took things too far and fired a flare gun towards 49ers fan. The wild incident led to an installation of a jail right at the stadium. It's kind of crazy to think about. It's an interesting read. The Falcons, breaking news, hired Kevin Stefanski. They're finalizing a deal to hire Kevin Stefanski. That means the Tennessee Titans are probably going to get Matt Nagy, from what I hear. The vet. Final game at Veterans Stadium in 2003. The Phillies lost to the Atlanta Braves 5-2. Dang, they played in that thing for a long time, didn't they? Stadium opened with a $3 million scoreboard complex that at the time was the most expensive ever installed. The stadium aged, its condition deteriorated. A hole in the wall allowed visiting team players to peep into dressing rooms of the Eagles cheerleaders. So many mice infested the stadium that the security force employed cats as mousers. The final Eagles game, played at the Vet, was a 27-10 loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the 2002 NFC Championship game. 2003, they moved to Lincoln Financial Field. Final game ever played at the stadium was the afternoon of September 28, 2003. A 5-2 Phillies loss to the Atlanta Braves. Final win at the stadium was recorded by Greg Maddux of the Braves. The final loss at the stadium was recorded by Phillies' Kevin Millwood. The final Phillies run, Marlon Byrd, in the bottom of the third inning. I want to know, like, the apparent cancer cluster has emerged among several former Phillies players who played at Veterans Stadium who later developed. That's really sad. Obvious. Playing surface. Field surface, originally composed of astroturf, contained many gaps and uneven patches. In several places, seams were clearly visible, giving it the nickname the Field of Seams. It perennially drew the ranking of the NFL's worst field in player surveys conducted by the NFLPA, and visiting players often fell prey to treacherous conditions, resulting in numerous contact and non-contact injuries. The NFLPA threatened to sue the city for the poor conditions, and many sports agents told the Eagles not to even consider signing or drafting their clients. The Eagles, for their part, complained to the city on numerous occasions about the conditions of the stadium. Baseball players also complained about the surface. It was much harder than other AstroTurf surfaces. The shock of running on it often caused back pain. Two of the most publicized injuries on the playing surface occurred exactly 6 years apart. Chicago Bears, Wendell Davis had his cleat caught in a seam while he planted to jump for an underthrown bomb by Jim Harbaugh, tearing both of his patella tendons, ending his career, barring a short-lived comeback attempt with the Indianapolis Colts. On October 10th, 1999, Dallas Cowboys veteran wide receiver suffered a neck injury against the Eagles at Veterans Stadium that proved to be his final play in the NFL and led to his premature retirement. Long before Davis's and Irvin's injuries, Cleveland Browns standout defensive tackle Jerry Shirt contracted a near-fatal staph infection from the Veterans Stadium turf during a game in 1979. The infection forced him to miss 22 of the Browns' next 23 games and ended a run of 9.5 seasons in the Browns' starting lineup. Shirt never started again and retired in 1981. In 2001, the original AstroTurf was eventually replaced by a new surface, NextTurf. It was far softer and reportedly much easier on the knees. However, the city crew that installed the new turf reportedly did not install it properly, resulting in seams being visible in several places. The first football game on the new turf was scheduled to take place on August 13, 2001, when the Eagles were to play Baltimore Ravens in a preseason game. However, Ravens coach Brian Billick refused to let the Ravens take the field for warm-ups when he discovered a trench around an area where third base was covered up by a NextTurf cutout. City crews unsuccessfully tried to fix the problem, forcing the game to be canceled. Later, players from both teams reported that they sank into the turf in locations near the infield cutouts. The Eagles team president, Joe Banner, was irate after the game, calling the stadium's condition absolutely unacceptable and an embarrassment to the city of Philadelphia. City officials, however, promised that the stadium would be suitable for play when the regular season started. I'm sorry, I'm interested with this. The problem was caused by heavy rain over the weekend prior to the game, which made the dirt in the sliding pitcher's mound so soft that the cutouts covering them in the football configuration became mushy and uneven. Even when the new dirt was shoveled on top, it quickly became just as saturated as the old dirt. The problem was solved using asphalt hot mix, which allowed for a solid, level playing surface, but required a jackhammer for removal whenever the stadium was converted from football back to baseball between August and October the next year. In March 2023, investigative reporters from the Philadelphia Inquirer bought souvenir samples of old Veterans Stadium AstroTurf used from 1977 to 81 and commissioned diagnostics through the Eurofins Environmental Testing Laboratory. The resulting lab report inked per and polyfluoroalkyl substance, PFAs, also known as forever chemicals, to the turf. 6 former Phillies, Tug McGraw, Darren Dalton, John Vukovich, Johnny Oates, Ken Brett, and David Wetz all got glioblastoma. I'm sorry. So that's the Veterans Stadium. It's not a good place to play. from what I'm seeing. Ugh. Sounded like a horrible place. And as a kid, I heard of like the legendary Veterans Stadium. And I was like, oh, that's such a cool stadium. But when you look back, that stadium sucked. But it's kind of cool Lambeau Field has lasted that long. It's still in very good shape. Ugh. Not going on, not a lot going on. A lot of messages from my brother. Back to the ball game pretty soon. That took up a lot of time. Just little fun facts about stadiums and stuff. '49ers to receive the second half kickoff in a 24-6 ball game. Your host is Tom Brady. If you don't want to watch Tom Brady, I am available. I need to go to the bathroom. We'll wait. Oh, McCaffrey got blown up. Hurt his arm, it looked like. Kicks away by Myers to the right side. Takes it to the 2. Gets up the field. Robinson Jr. up to the 25 and brought down around the 27. Out comes Brock Purdy and the 49ers trying to dig themselves out of a trench. Size of... don't even know. I have no analogy. Purdy, man of the backfield. Use check in motion. It's a pitch to Robinson Jr. A flag, probably illegal formation. That's what they've been getting people on a lot more. McCaffrey has his helmet on, trying to get back onto the field as soon as possible. He was in a lot of pain. 57 yards. season low in the first half. Ugh. Second down and 9. Shotgun formation. Purdy. Lone man. Back to throw. Has time. Steps up in the pocket. Flush to his right. Throws the ball away. Robinson Jr. in the vicinity. Broke. And Emanwari the defender. Third down and 9. Purdy, man in the backfield. Jennings in motion. Back to throw. Ooh, blitzer. Makes the man miss. Rolls out to his left. Throws the ball. Is caught. Jennings, sideline. First down, 49ers. Purdy made a man miss. Made a desperation throw. Jawan Jennings, sure hims. First down. Single back. Robinson Jr. the backfield. Use check. Man in motion. Play action. Free rusher. Flush to his right. Gonna pedal back. Throws it away. And Tongas is injured. Coming off the field, he's limping. Yep, non-contact injury. Looks like his foot got caught in the turf. Six targets, 5 catches for Tongas. Now out. Purdy, shotgun. Back to throw. Hand off, draw. It's number 29 of the 49ers. That would be Jordan James on the carry. Robinson Jr. in the backfield. Shotgun from Purdy. Back. Hands it off to Robinson. It's going to be fourth down after a stop by a pack of Seattle Seahawks players. And the 49ers are dropping like flies. It looks like McCaffrey's out. It looks like Tongas is out. 4th and 2, they're going to go for it. 12:26 left in the quarter. The shotgun. Robinson Jr. the back. Purdy. Pearsall in motion. Back to throw. Is blitz. No, is a pass rusher. Big number 99 Williams sacks Purdy, and it's going to be a turnover on downs, and it's just not looking good if you're a 49er fan. This is a nightmare situation in a 24-6 ball game. The 49ers are going to take over well into the Seattle Seahawks are going to take over well into 49er territory, with a chance to make it 31-6. Put the game away. I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be back. Get the restroom. .53 left. Out, 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 out. How to use the restroom. We are back. In a 24-6 ball game. Tanja is trying to run it off. Darnold behind center. Jones Jr., number 32. Single back. Shahid in motion. Back to throw. Gets popped is Darnold. That's big. Number 99 popping Darnold for a loss. Making it a second down. Second and 18. Darnold. Shotgun. Pitch. Kenneth Walker. Gets outside. Gets a few. Is going to make it third down in a lot, but a lot less than it would have been. .820 left in the third. Darnold, the shotgun. Changing the play. JSN in the slot. Back to throw. Free rusher. Screen. That's JSN. Gonna get close. It's gonna be 4th down and about 1 yard. And I say if you're the Seahawks, you should probably take the points. But if you're talking to me as a Madden player on a 4th and 2, maybe you go for it. Put the game out of reach. It's just a 3-score ball game. 49ers may or may not have enough firepower to come back at this. Jason Myers is the kicker. Kick up, kick good, 27-6. Have a long way to climb back up. And with the injury to McCaffrey and Tonjes, don't know if they could do it. Run, gonna break all the jug with a girl named Mandaloo. When in walked a man with the gun in his hand, and he was looking for you know who. I said, hey there, fella with your hair colored yellow. What you trying to prove? 'Cause that's my woman there, and I'm a man who cares, and that might be all for you. Takes it up to about the 30-yard line. And that will be the 49ers taking over with 7:01 left in the third. Oh, Purdy steps up in the pocket, gets it to use check, and gets a first down for the San Francisco 49ers. Purdy back to play, back to throw. Has time. Steps. Picked. That is intercepted by Jones. And they will take over at the 50-yard line. Around there. Back. Darnold. Weak side formation. 2-back set. Back to throw on a play action. Throws it. That's JSN with the catch out of bounds. I gotta go to the bathroom. I apologize. First down and 10. Seattle. First and 10. 2:28 left. Motion from 81 Sauber. Single back formation. Hand off. Up the middle. Gets outside. That's a touchdown by Kenneth Walker III. And it's going to be a 34-6 ball game. And Seattle's putting the beating on them. Kick, the extra point. Kick is up, kick is good. We have a 34-6 ball game. And just like that, we are one sub away from 100 and from 200. So if you guys are in here and you like what you're seeing, come hang out. 199. Almost to 200 at least. Kicks away. Taking it up the field and dropped at the 30-yard line where Purdy will try to do something. I don't know what they're going to do. That's a draw to McCaffrey, and he just gets smothered by the Seattle Seahawks. It's 2 minutes, 10 seconds left in the quarter. Seattle may be the best team on defense in football. They've held Purdy to 133 yards and 14 for 24 and an interception. Purdy, shotgun, back to throw. He's going to flush to his right. Going to take off running. Going to get pushed out of bounds for about a 5 or 6 yard gain. Third and 3. 1:18 left. Purdy, the shotgun. McCaffrey, the lone back. Back to throw. Throws it. Caught. Drop. Jennings. Oh! In and out of the hands. Coverage by Kobe Bryant and not the basketball player. Looked like a pick play. Jennings had it and then just lost sight of it and tried to run without it. They're going to go for it on 4th and 3. 52 seconds left. Purdy, the shotgun. Timeout, Seattle. 52 seconds. The necromancers will probably be put down to rest after a quarter unless something drastic happens. Lumen Field, pretty happy. 49ers, not so much. Purdy, the shotgun. McCaffrey, the lone back. 0 for 2 on 4th down conversions. Back to throw a blitz. Picked up, mostly. Flush to his right. Gets away. Purdy running, throws it. It is dropped out of bounds. Seahawks take over. Pressure, eluded, could not make the throw. Excellent coverage. Again. Hold on, dog went to the restroom in the bathroom. I mean, in the house. We're at. Seattle's going to take over. Got a big 34-6 game. A blowout. Kind of expected. Seattle's #1 defense against whatever the heck is going on with the 49ers offense. Purdy's been under duress all day. Darnold. Changing the line. Single back. Walker. Handoff. Walker. Off tackle. Breaks a tackle. Gets about 13. Another Seattle Seahawks first down. And they're just milking the clock. 28, 27 left in the third quarter. It was a wild ride against the Bills, and it was a wild ride with the Bills and Broncos, but here, people cannot wait to leave the stadium if you're a Niners fan. And we'll switch sides coming back from the break. Back from commercial break, I believe. Screen went black. Nope, we're not back from commercial. NASCAR commercial, yay! We talked about the Daytona 500, February 15th. Is that when NASCAR season starts? Or am I mistaken about a great many things? Take me home tonight. I don't want to let you go until you see the light. Take me home tonight, be my little baby. Oh. Silent because doing hockey, but still have your stream on. Oh, thank you, Sinbin. Greatly appreciate it. Just chilling by myself. It is what it is. Eventually people will come. Eventually. Don't know when. It's hit or miss. Happens. Maybe I should be better at promoting when I go live. I didn't expect to go live today. I was just not feeling good. Take me home tonight. Let you go till you see the light. And just like that. Alright. Darnold behind center. 29-yard line. Handoff. Walker. Breaks it inside. Gets powers forward. A bunch of linemen are pushing him forward, and he's down across the 10-yard line for another Seattle Seahawks first down. And you like that, if they might drop a 40 burger on him. Yeah, it's the fourth quarter. It's the fourth quarter. Very long game. Very, very long game. Feels long, too. All right, single back formation. Walker, the man in the backfield. Darnold behind center. It's another handoff. Breaks it outside. There's nothing there. Tries to power his way and gets stuffed for a 2-yard loss. Taking me home tonight. Dude. All right. Darnold, the pistol. Walker, the man in the backfield. Gonna fake a handoff, draw a play up the middle, powers his way up to the 5-yard line, and that is Kenneth Walker again. Wasting time, 3rd and goal. 34-6. Trying to get up. We have Winters, number 53, leaving the field. 114 yards to 32 this half. Here we go. Shotgun formation. 3rd down and goal at the 6. Handoff. Walker. Got it. End zone. Walker. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game. And they are really pouring it on the 49ers now. It's going to very well be 41-6 in the 4th quarter. If they get the extra point. And this has become a blowout of epic proportions. Kenneth Walker, 3rd touchdown of the game. Jason Myers, the field goal, the extra point, the kick is up, the kick is good, and it's 41-6. A blowout of epic proportions. And it ain't looking pretty if you're San Francisco. But if you're not a San Francisco fan and you're a Seahawks fan, you're loving it. Take me. Take me home tonight. I don't want to let you go. We got a long day ahead of us, 49ers fans. Ugh. How's the hockey game going? Take me home tonight. I don't want to let you. Kicks away into the end zone. It's to the 35-yard line. Have fun. This year of football is going to be weird. It's been weird all year. Dude, it's just been all Seattle all night. Single back. Looks like McCaffrey's out of the game. Gonna take the handoff. Number 29. James. And McCaffrey is badly hurt. He's hurting bad. I don't think he's going to come back into the game. It's a 3rd and 1. Purdy, the single back. It's a QB sneak to get the first down. Purdy in the hurry up. Trying to get his men to the line. Still fighting. It's a blitz. Rolls to his left. As his feet slides down head first. That is going to be a gain of 5. Hurrying up to the line. The 34-point ball game. It's a 28-point ball game, right? No. 35-point ball game. 10:41 left in the game. Purdy, the shotgun. Back to throw. Gives it to James. Dives up for a first down. 10:22. Just trying to make it as much as they can. Try to make it at least a little bit more respectable. It hasn't been good for them. Shotgun formation from Purdy. Back to throw. Rolls to his left. Fleshed out. Gonna run. Gonna take off. And gets about 2. Just trying to chip away at the yardage. 940, 940, 39, 38, 37, 36. And ticking and ticking and ticking. Purdy bringing his men up to the line. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Has no one. Flush to his left. It's a fumble. It's a fumble. It's picked up. No one's touched him. That's Evan Laurie. And that's going to be another turnover for the 49ers. And oh, baby, it went from bad to worse here. That was DeMarcus Lawrence. And I'm going to say this. Earlier on in the preseason, I said I don't know if they're going to compete, but Seattle is competing, and they're dominating this ball game. They deserve all the respect you can get out of a football team. Now we got a commercial again. Take me home tonight. I don't want to let go until you see the light. Take me home tonight. Just like Ronnie said. Be my little baby. We are back again. Seattle Seahawks taking over after a fumble by Brock Purdy. And in comes quarterback Drew Lock. 7th season in the league. Career 59% passer rating. And Jones Jr., the running back, with 9:12 left. Got a long way to go. Back, running back, drop down. It's going to be 9:07, 9:05. The blocking has been very stout if you're a Seattle Seahawks offensive lineman and a tight end. It's been so good. Kenneth Walker able to walk into the end zone 3 times. Darnold not having to do very much. It'll be 2nd down and 10. 8:38 left in the game. Lock behind center. 83 in motion. Runs the ball. Gets up to about the 43. Going to be 3rd down and about 7. Yeah, it's a blowout. It's a blowout. And it's just, yeah, it is what it is. It just is what it is. Rushing yards, 167 to 81. Drew Lock, the man behind center. Jones Jr. behind him. It's another handoff. And gets absolutely swallowed up by Kendricks. The 49ers are still trying to play the ball game. 7:32 left in the game. 4th and 9. Gonna be a punt. Been kind of wishy-washy today, unfortunately. My streams haven't been doing very well anyways. It's okay. Take the snap. Kicks away. Dixon. Close to the 10. Gonna get upfield and just stopped by a gang of 49ers. 6:50 left in the game, and they're gonna take probably another timeout. Tomorrow, the Rams and the Bears, and also the Patriots and Texans. And next week, 3 p.m. the start time. AFC Championship and the NFC Championship. Purdy, the man in the backfield. Hands off to James. Gets upfield. And gonna tick the ball down. 6:40, 6:39. Trying to get as many yards. I don't even know. No, it's not even Purdy playing. It's Mac Jones in for Purdy. And the rest of the starters are probably taken out for the 49ers. Except for a few. Juszczyk's still in. Back to throw. Throws it. And that is in out of the hands of the wide receiver number 84. Mac Jones does have a stronger arm than Purdy. You wonder if it would have been a different game had he started. Probably not. Just too many injuries. The game is a blowout. It's 41-6, and all the backups are in with 6:14 left. So, a lot of time. Mac Jones back to throw, flush to his right side, gonna go, just gonna run, and hits the man and gets out of bounds for a 49ers first down. And Mac Jones seems to think that the score is closer than it is. Yeah, it's kind of a dud. How you doing, my love? $5:48 left. Yeah, it's bad. Mac Jones, the shotgun. Back to throw. Jones throws it to number 3, Robinson Jr. Just cold. How was Mass? Single back formation. Back to throw again is Jones. Picks up the man. Gonna get it off to the receiver, the tight end number 89, and gets thrown out of bounds for half a yard. Mac Jones 2 for 3 for 3 yards. 3rd down and 6. Saleh's going to get a big paycheck to coach somewhere else next season, I believe. Shotgun formation. Back to throw. Darnold. Not Darnold. And Mac Jones just throws it out. Jennings, the intending receiver, 4th and 6. It's good. I felt like the priest was looking at me the whole time. Did you fall asleep? The 49ers have just been painfully taken out of the playoffs, lost the Super Bowl twice. You have to wonder just how much time is left for them to make a run. A lot of players got injured this year and need a lot of self-reflection. Morstead, the punt. And caught at the 13-yard line. Seattle takes over with 4:23. It's fighting it, but I did not fall asleep. That's good. I'm glad. Very glad. Darnold. Single back. Not Darnold. Lock the single back. It's a pitch. Gets outside. Gets about 7. 4:15 left in the game. 4:15 left on the season of the 49ers. And 4:08 left until the Seahawks make it to the NFC Championship, where they will face either the Bears or the Los Angeles Rams. Ugh. Lock behind center. Handoff. Cuts up the middle. Gets stopped for about a yard. The last time they made the NFC Championship, the Seattle Seahawks, was 2014-2015 season. We all know a 28-22 win over Seattle. The 3rd down and 1, 3:03 left in the game. Lock. behind center. Weak side formation. It's a handoff and a stop. It's going to be 4th down with 2:44 left in the game. And out comes the punting unit. Dixon, the punt, away to the 25. Tries to make a move. He's going to run backwards. Breaks a tackle, gets stopped, and loses 5 yards on the kick return. And it's going to be a minute 54 left in the game. We have 199 subscribers, just one more for Big 200. If you're liking what you're seeing, if you're liking what you're listening to, don't forget to leave a like and a subscribe. Right, minute 54 left. Go. Single back. 41 seconds left in the game. It's a handoff. Gets up the field to about the 35. All right, 49ers lose 6-41. Seattle moves on to the NFC Championship. All right, everyone. I will see you guys all next week. Dumpster Fire Awards and Power Rankings. You guys all have a good night. See y'all later. Good night, everyone.